Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to Surgeon of Steel Budgets. This week we're doing March week 2 budget and cash stuffing, and I got some splaining to do, so let's get it. Alright, start off, hey, how y'all doing? Let me know. This week has been nice just because everything's been back to normal at work, so I don't have like crazy hours this week, thankfully. It was wild switching sleep schedules for a whole week, and it was nope. I remember the days that I would switch my sleep schedule twice a week. I'm glad I don't do that anymore, because the closer I get to 30, the closer my warranty expires, and I'm not built for that no more. So we're just gonna throw my leftover change up in here. And that's that. I almost want to cash that in every quarter and see how that is. Or what do you guys think? Should I cash this in every quarter or wait till the end of the year to cash it in? Let me know down below. Yeah, so that's the end for the cash. Don't have anything really rollover wise aside from intake and exhaust. I still had, what was it, $50 some from last week, and then $25 for the weekly. I have $13 left in here because I went and got Baber's litter and wet food, and then I also got her some water filters for her because she has a water flower, I think is what they call it. I'm not sure. It constantly flows water because cats usually don't like stagnant water. So she's a little picky, but as soon as I kid you not, I spent 15 minutes cleaning this sunbuck out because like I want to clean it every time I clean the filter out, because obviously if I'm putting tap water in it, like things can like be not clean even though it's just water if it sits for like 2 months, right? So I was cleaning it, spent 15 minutes cleaning it, and as soon as I got done cleaning it for 15 minutes, she decided to drink out of the dog's water bowl, which is just the same exact water. It's the same. It's just not moving. I swear she does it to irk me, just to get a rile out of me. I swear she's that type of cat. Anyways, yeah. So that's all I got for rollover, and I'm just gonna keep all of that in there and just roll it over to the next. Never know when you're gonna need it. I want to be able to build up to where like I have enough for her dry food. We don't need her dry food for quite some time, thankfully. But when we do, it's expensive. It's $75 a bag, but it's what you get for specialty food, and it works, so I'm not going to complain too much. So we will get into my budget book here and just kind of look ahead as to what this week is going. It's currently Friday when I'm filming this. The only bills coming out are student loans and Adobe, and we're supposed to spring forward this Sunday. Oh boy. That's going to be interesting. But we do have, me and my boyfriend have our 1-year anniversary. We were just talking about it today about what we kind of wanted to do. So we still haven't really figured it out yet, but we have a couple days to figure it out, I suppose. Anyways, we will get to paycheck 2, the breakdown. And so this week I had an hour of overtime, not really paid out as overtime. So 30 for fuel, went and got fuel already, so I already know I spent $30 in fuel. Wallet gets its normal $165, bills get their normal $490. Minis, this is my mini squirrel fund binder, that's getting $45, and $1,000 challenge is getting $20, and then the rest is going into my taxes or extra debt payoff kind of deal like that. So my splaining to do is twofold in the sense that I obviously don't have as many binders going on right now. So I pulled everything out of those except for my emergency fund. I think I kept that. Where did I put it though? I put it somewhere. Maybe in birthdays and events? Yep. Okay. So I did put my emergency fund in my birthdays and holidays binder, and then I put my extra debt payment envelope in with my bills because I wanted it to be like a monthly bill type of deal. That, and I didn't know where else to put it since I got rid of the other ones for now. So I felt that I was spreading myself way too thin, into too many envelopes for me to make, an exceptional amount of extra debt payoff. That is my main goal, is paying off debt in a shorter amount of time so I can be debt-free and live financially free, essentially. So I was spreading myself way too thin, in my opinion, when it comes to like my long-term savings, short-term savings, just putting small amounts in all these different envelopes to get. It's not to get nowhere fast, but that's kind of how it felt, because it's like, oh, I'm only putting, $50 onto debt where, I can put $175 if I don't put, all that money into other places, kind of deal. So I kind of had a, come to Jesus moment, as I call it. And now everything, so for the month of March, the only things I'll be putting money into fun-wise is my minis binder. I should finish my minis binder by the end of March, because there was only 5 left when we started March, and there's 5 weeks in March that I get paid. I'm still going to continue to do my $1,000 challenge, because that is ultimately for my emergency fund, to build that back up, or not back up, but to build on it every year. And then the rest is going to currently tax savings, because extra debt right now, I got to pay in like $616 or something like that to my taxes. So those need to be paid by April 15th. So I'm like, I need to save up for that right now. And then extra debt is like kind of taking the back burner right now. But regardless. So that's kind of like the little bit of a splaining to do I have to do. So this is how my weeks will look for the month of March. Once March is over, the minis will be done. I might bring that back in another time, because I have them laminated so I can do it multiple times. But so once I'm done with my minis challenge, then whatever money I've been kind of putting in this that isn't additionally going onto debt is going into my birthdays and holidays, because for either birthdays, not going to spend as much on, people's birthdays. Kind of have to ring that in a little bit. I went a little overboard for some people's birthdays. And I'm realizing that, but that's okay. You live and you learn. But I did want to save $250 for our California vacation, for spending money, because I have a savings challenge for the 4th of July. That's when we'll be in California. My birthday is the 5th of July. So kind of like, that's my thought process on that. So I want to save for that, and then there's a Halloween savings, and then I have a Thanksgiving savings, because I want to host Thanksgiving this year. I don't know if that's going to happen. We're going to make it a goal, though. And then Christmas. So I need to start saving for Christmas in my mind. I know it's only March, but better to save it faster than not at all. Anyways, that's a long-winded version of me explaining some of my things. Then the other explanation is my unbudgeted spending of just this last week. $623.77. So I know, let's all just breathe in that number and breathe it out, and make it the Lord's business now, and just give it to God at this point. So what I did is that I took the $200 between the 5 envelopes out of long-term savings. I was going to I originally put that into Blanche savings, but then I decided to get myself a new sewing machine so I can continue sewing. The one I currently have is an antique, and it's on the verge. It's on its last nub. Not its last leg, on its last nub. And so I don't think I could ever forgive myself if I actually physically broke this sewing machine. But I still have all these projects I need to get done. And I kind of want to turn sewing into a side gig if I can possibly do that. So I invested in a new sewing machine. And the rest of that, I have it all written out, but I was not going to take up all my space of all of the things. So it's just unbudgeted spending and unexpected bills, because I totally forgot that my gym charges a once a year fee of like $60. And mine comes out in March, and I totally spaced that. So thankfully I had money in my account. Otherwise that would have, caused an overdraft fee. That wouldn't have been very fun. But so very naughty and not happy with myself on that. Obviously the sewing machine was not $623. That was only $245, I think, of it. The rest is just a bunch of BS basically. So I'm kind of being a little bit hard on myself for that, as I should. Got to keep myself accountable. Got to be honest with you guys. Each one of us messes up in our budget and loses control if we've ever had a control issue. I do have a control issue. My biggest thing is that I had money in my bank account. So that was my biggest issue, is that I had money in my bank account, so I swipey swipe. So that's why this cash system works best for me. It's because when I don't have money in my account, I can't just over budget and be like, oh, I'll just slide my card and put money in, replace it later, and not have enough money to replace it. So that's my splaining. So now I will thoroughly shut up and not thoroughly. I mean, I still have to talk the rest of this video, but I'll stop rambling. I'll put it that way. I'll stop rambling and we'll get to our cash stuffing. So first off, we will count the cash. We should have $895 of cash. So let's pull this out and go from there. We have 102, 53, and I'm putting this aside because I ain't about that. I did not do it this week. I couldn't do it this week to have an even number of 50s. But so we're saving that. 300 and 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20. So 720, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800, and 50, 850, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So we do in fact have $895. And we did not let that extra 50 completely derail us. We just took a mild detour because my brain can't do that on camera. It's hard enough to do it by yourself, but on camera, whew, way worse. So we'll get into my wallet first. Spending will get 20 and 30. So we'll put that in there. And then groceries gets 100, and we have that in 20, 40, 60, 80, and 1. Some of my extra unbudgeted spending was buying healthy things, like for me to try, because I'm on a gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, like, diet now, and it's so hard to find things that taste good that don't have those things in them. So like, and like my biggest thing is, the hardest thing for me is buying something expensive that's healthy for me and it not taste good, because then I just wasted my money. So it's kind of hard to, like, it takes a while once you start this process to find things that you actually enjoy, that taste good and satisfy those cravings without having the things that you can't have in them. So that's kind of mainly my thing, I suppose, is the long and short of it. I think I spent over $50 on just like treats, which I shouldn't, but like, it's better to get to pay extra for the healthier things than to go against my diet and hinder myself in the process. So it's just, anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. If I ever do, I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to stop rambling and I never do. Intake and exhaust is getting 25, which I guess I should have explained earlier if you're new here. Intake and exhaust is my cat's wet food and litter, and occasionally my dog's wet food. We are kind of trying to figure out what's the best idea to continue with that or stop that. We found out she's very spoiled. She does not want to eat unless we put that on top of it, on top of her regular food. So we're figuring that out right now. So intake and exhaust now has 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38. So Baber's is good on wet food and litter, so I don't know. We'll see what this goes to. Household should get 10. So we are all good there. And we are set for the week. So we put that over there. Next, we can get into my monthly bills. And I finally did print this out and laminate it, so hopefully there's not a glare on it. Okay, we should be good. So now I won't be confused on, you know, how much it goes into what and have to look at the previous slips that I had in there. Mortgage gets 150, so we have 150. So we should have 300 now. We have 102, 250, 270, 290, 95, 300. See? It's hard. My brain cannot compute that way. Electric is getting 45. So we got 20, 40, and 5. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, and 90. And the gas bill should be getting just 20, so now we have a 40. And then subscriptions should be getting 40. We got 20 and 40. So now we have 20, 40, 60, and 80. So that's coming along. I didn't think I had a whole lot in subscriptions, but like, to be fair, like 50 of it is just one subscription, and that's Adobe, and that's everything we use to edit my videos, and it's what my boyfriend will use to edit his videos for his YouTube channel. And so yeah, it'll eventually work out, right? Cell phone gets 15, so we get 10 and 5. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Then car insurance should get 20, and so now it has 40. Credit cards get 60. So we got 20, 40, and 60. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 120. Good Lord, I need more sleep. Student loans. Student loans gets 45. So we got 20, 40, and 5. So now I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, and 90. I really like being able to like do these videos on Friday, but maybe I just should start doing them on Saturdays. I don't know. Once I get the cash, I want to get them stuffed and not have to deal with that. But at the same point, like, maybe I need sleep to do this better. Car payment, Jeep payment, whichever, is getting 85. So we have 50, 70, 80, and 5. So figure out how I have this. So now Jeep payment has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 65, and 70. Whew! I did that mildly flawlessly. If I hadn't said anything, you wouldn't have noticed that I didn't struggle. Maybe, I don't know. Words are so hard. My brain is literally like fogged over right now. I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Maybe I shouldn't be filming. Utilities is getting 10. So now it has 30. And now that this envelope is in here, we will put the 175 we have saved for this one. 150, sorry, 100, 150, 170, and 175. Yay! And so we will just add that to the previous 100, and so now we have 275. We're getting there. We got that goal of 600 and some, so we're getting there. So, come hell or high water. Oh, I should probably put that back in here. That was really helpful, I'm not going to lie, because then I don't have to think. And it's great to not have to think sometimes. So now we will get to the $1,000 challenge. And we will flip to March. All right, so today we're doing 20. Oh, maybe I should do a different green. Let's see how green this one is. Oh, I'm down with that. Super cute. All right, so we'll slap a 20 in there. And, oh. So we have 20, 30, and 35 so far. Alrighty, so now that is done. Now we should have $45 left between these two. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Sweet. They're kind of raggedy, so they don't want to stay straight. Oh well. Alright, so this is my mini squirrel fun binder. I still have yet to figure out what I'm going to do about the whole coffee situation. Just for the pure and utter fact that I can't have dairy anymore, so there goes my coffee idea. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this. One of my friends, I was talking to one of my best friends this weekend. I think it was Monday, actually. And she suggested a different drink at the same place. It's called a fruit and ice, so might have to give that a shot. So put 10 in there, so we now have 10, 20, 40, 60, and 70. So getting closer and closer to that $1,000. Or not 1,000. Wow, that'd be fucking great. Oh, that would be fantastic. If I could get $1,000 from just this. Next is nail savings supplies. I do need some more clear press-ons. I've been just kind of using what I have, and sooner or later I'm going to run out of those too, because I do my nails every week, obviously. I mean, I shouldn't say obviously. If y'all haven't noticed, I do it every week. Because it's not that they don't last, it's just typically... with my job, they don't last because the oil that from my machines gets underneath my nails and breaks down the nail glue. But if I didn't work as a machinist, they would last a heck of a lot longer. But so I'm going through quite a bit. So I'll be excited that once this is done to re-up on some things. So nail supply savings has 20, 25, 30, and 35. Alrighty. Didn't really want to go in there, which fair. I don't like being shoved in small spaces either. So crazy savings. Probably should have finished this before I went and bought a sewing machine, but like I said, I wouldn't have been able to forgive myself if I absolutely obliterated that sewing machine. So now I have a new one. I can't unbuy it, so it is what it is. This can just be for fabric for, I think my boyfriend's sister had asked for me to make her a quilt. She said that she'd help me cut the material, which will definitely help. So crazy savings would be 20, 40, 60, and 70, just like the coffee run savings. If you're new here, I do 3 that are 100 and 3 that are worth 50. So ice cream date savings. Can't have ice cream anymore. Can't even have frozen yogurt. I can have sherbet, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out, but... I mean, I have ice cream in the freezer that's not, like, dairy, but not every place that you go for ice cream has dairy-free ice cream, because then it's not ice cream anymore. Anyways, I'm just in my, moping stage of dieting. 20, 25, 30, 35. I do genuinely feel better not having those things. So, I mean, that's a bonus. I enjoy feeling better and sleeping better and all that fun jazz. Bestie Day savings. So I've been thinking about going up and seeing one of my besties. She had a kid coming up on a year ago, and I have yet to meet this baby, and I want to meet the baby, so I'm thinking that maybe I'll use this money to go see her. 20, 40, 60, and 70. And I should be, around the time that I wanted to do it, I'll be done with this, so that'll be great. Just because savings. We'll put another $5 in here. I'm so excited for this to be done. Just so, not so I'm done with it, but just so I could be like, yay, I accomplished something for once. Because I don't know if y'all have been around for very long, but there's been a lot of things that I have started and stopped. That's kind of how my life is. Just because savings gives 20, 25, 30, and 35. Like at my tech school graduation, my graduation party, my dad made a toast that said, "Here's to finally finishing something you started," if that explains anything in my life. I like to start things and then not finish them. I'm such a perfectionist the majority of the time that if the smallest of details gets messed up from the way that I wanted it to go, I don't like it. And so I just drop everything. That's how it was with pianos, with ponies, with photography, with baking, with almost everything except for machining in my life. So there's that. And apparently budgeting is no different. But I am out of money, so that means that we are done for this video. And I hope that you guys are having a great day. And I hope you had a great week, and that I am thankful that you came and hung out with me today. I will see you in the next one. So until then, have a fantastic magical day. Bye!